Hey YouTube, what do you want to talk about?
Cottondale, Alabama. We got chicken on us. We are headed to a restaurant place, distribution place, to give people chicken. Everybody wants their chicken. And I stay here at the 19 truck stop in Cottondale, next to the TA. And sorry I haven't been recording. I've been kind of a mess. But now we're back on the schedule. I mean, besides this hair, I mean, it look like I done put it in a light socket. But anyways, let's get the show on the road. Hello everybody, welcome to the show. We're leaving the 19 truck stop, headed Frankfort, Louisiana. We're gonna get some rain, we're gonna get some hail, and hopefully I can get out of here. I'll hit this truck. That would be a good idea. Are you coming? I know you want my parking spot. Come on, I'm headed straight towards you. Where you want me to go? I'm going straight, so come on up. Where you going? You can't see what I can see right now. Someone being a good driver. That's what you say. I don't really want me to go. I can't go nowhere. I can't fit through that gap either. Okay, I might be able to fit through that gap. Just ding dong what the park the way he did. And parking spot. Seeing the fun stuff, ladies and gentlemen. The problem is you don't see all the extra parking spots I do out here. Why he was even there was beyond me. Probably gonna come right at me again. Watch. Oh no, I think he's sleeping. That might be a good idea. Anyways, what have we been doing? Picking up loads, dropping loads. I had some problems with my camera. That's been the major problem of not having videos. My memory on my phone said no more videos. So it took me a couple days to get it figured out. So now that I got that figured out, it won't be as hard. I can continue to make videos, that's what I'm trying to say. Look at the rain. Rain's already coming in. I haven't even left yet. The edge of the hurricane is beyond me. I hope it's just rain. By the time it gets here, it should be a tropical storm. I'm not in a very good location if this hurricane did hit. As in, I know I'm from the Midwest and I know we got tornadoes, but the way the weather's looking, it's coming straight here. So, tomorrow. So, I asked dispatch, which is pretty much my bosses, what they thought I should do. Could I make it through Louisiana today? Their answer is, as long as I don't hit a lot of traffic, because the storm shouldn't hit there until sometime 7 o'clock in the morning. I should be long past there by 7 in the morning. So, right here to the left of us. I was gonna go there and take a shower, but I think I'm gonna take a shower when I shut down tonight. I'll be driving all night, so that'll take a shower after that.
Take ramp to I-20 West.
It's QT out here. Quick trip. Best place for truck drivers. So I keep clearing my throat. Why I clear my throat is because of what I ate for breakfast. Now, normal people don't eat that for breakfast, but it's also supper time, so I had some ghost pepper, what do you call it? Ghost pepper chicken nuggets. So, that wasn't enough ranch. I tried to vary the taste and ranch. I could have used a whole bottle of ranch, okay? I just get it to go that way. Just ask my wife.
5.6 miles ahead. Use the left 2 lanes to stay on I-20.
We are now on Interstate 20. We'll be on Interstate 20 until we get to Texas. Also, I'm noticing the wind picking up. So, I'm heavy enough it's not going to bother me, but on the off chance, I'm going to take some extra precautionaries here in a couple hours and slow down, not use cruise control, try to stay with other truck drivers, the whole mess. Now I do know this morning, just even here with people off the coast, we're shooting up towards Interstate 20, and there was some delays this morning. So I was trying to get more into Louisiana, but that didn't happen with the 11 car pileup I had this morning. Or it was 10 cars and one semi. The time I got through that, I was like, okay, I'm done. I need to shut down. I saw a Wendy's. Dave is my brother. I mean, he feeds me every time I can get to a Wendy's, so his chicken's pretty good and spicy. He also has a strawberry lemonade. I mean, who does not want strawberry lemonade? I know I do. Anyways, we're on I-20. We're out here looking for an adventure, heading down the highway, and right now I'm a zero and not a hero, so I'm going to cut the video here, and we'll bring you back when we get to the border. Okay, just crossed into Mississippi. I just got into Mississippi. It's raining pretty hard. I don't know what I was thinking earlier, thinking I was going down to Louisiana. That did not happen. I'm going straight across Mississippi into Dallas. The load delivers to Dallas, so I'll stay on I-20 hopefully there. We're not quite to where the path is at yet, so right now it's just raining. Scale house is closed. Say there's a bunch of trucks around me, so at least I know what I'm looking at right now. This is definitely the first in my lifetime doing anything like this. I keep asking for first things. This is definitely the first. As far as I know right now, as of February 40th, I just heard that it got down, the hurricane got downgraded to a low hit, which if you're from Mississippi, Louisiana, anywhere off the coast there, pretty much, it probably means something to you. From a guy that's from the Midwest, it doesn't mean very much to me. So, 40,000 pounds in this truck and trailer combined. So it ain't 80, but I mean, it's definitely heavier. It's not 40,000 either. So, and it just tried to blow me off the highway. There's loves. There's a love to the right. You can see that heart for miles. Other than the trees were in the way. You can get someone out here and cut some trees and I would have seen it for miles. I'm driving through all night. And it's going to be an all-night event for me. My friend that used to live in South Carolina that deals with these things, he said I'd be alright. He goes, you're in the upper part, you're not in the lower part, so the time it gets to me, it'll at least be just a tropical storm, which probably still low end winds. The highest winds right now, and that's coming off of the ocean, are at 70, 80 miles an hour. Earlier today they were at 100, so about 70, 80. According to if you drive through Cheyenne, Wyoming, I will be okay. So I am on the heavier side, so I should be just fine. A lot of guys are getting off right now, probably light. Could have got over and then slowed down. That would have been nice. Maybe you got done fighting the wind. I said by the time I'm done tonight, I'll be done fighting the wind. I only got 440 miles, so and that's to get into Texas. So it won't take me long to get through Mississippi. 14.6 miles. I get off on exit 149, and then I'll stay on 20 for exactly 438 miles to the pilot, and by then you guys should be already waking up, getting ready to move, and I'm gonna snuggle into one of their spots after I get fuel so I can get a shower. So why do I say after I get fuel? Because I'm going to fill the truck up and that'll be over 65 gallons of fuel in the truck. So that'll put me at a free shower. So I'll get my fuel first, settle down for the night. And really, I won't have to leave that exact spot until Friday morning, and maybe not even until the afternoon, because this don't deliver until 2 o'clock Friday. So that'll be nice. That might give me the 34 hours I need. Probably not. So that's the other reason why we need to punch through the storm. I mean, you look at the clouds. That looks like fog up in the air to me. But I don't think it is. I don't know, it's so bright coming off the mountains right there. What is that? Oh, I think it's the TA parking lot. That says Country Pride. To me, there's a TA sitting on the other side of that. That must be a massive TA pushing up that much light out in the air. That's crazy. Either that or the clouds are so low and it's just pushing it out. See, there's a TA right there. So I was right on the TA thing. That's what it's expected to be that right. hours and 44 minutes on my clock. I might have to shut down for an hour. Maybe not. I might run for another 150 miles. Shut down for 30 minutes. And then run the rest of the way in. 150 miles. That's gonna put me in the middle of the storm. So that should be fun. Already on the edge of it. Cancun is where we're at. Real fun. So I'll bring it back 150 miles. So I'm back. Directly 69 miles from Jackson, which is right in the middle of where this hurricane is traveling. I can tell you that being 69 miles out, if I'm on the edge of this thing, which I think I am, the winds have picked up pretty hard. I get gust of winds every so often that are it reminds me of Wyoming on its windy days. Just put it that way. Telling you, the winds out here just ain't fun. I've been going 65 miles an hour most of this because it just seems like a good speed for me with the winds. It's only 8:37. I still have the rest of the night to go. This thing says how many miles? 400 miles. So, me in Texas. I've only traveled today, all day since yesterday in the night, 480 miles. That'll change at midnight. So I can't exactly say how many miles I took off since I fell asleep and went back up. Already almost at 500 miles. That's just for today. Like I said, I'm extremely early with this chicken. The wind it's fierce. I'll want to stop by the time I'm done with 400 miles tonight. I'll probably sleep good too after we get a shower, get out of this path of this storm. I will probably sleep fairly good tonight. I know it'll keep getting worse as I go towards Jackson, Mississippi. So, I mean, I'm just giving you an update of what I feel, what I'm seeing. It's not raining as hard as what it just was. It's like someone shut the light switch off out here in the rain. Right now the storm core is over New Orleans. It's Cat 1 still in New Orleans. So there's a lot of storm they have repositioned themselves here in Mississippi. So they're headed this way, out in front of the storm. There's a couple more that are still on the storm. That's about what I've been told. So I know exactly kind of right where it's at right now, which makes me feel good. When I came up to the split of 20 here, you could either go towards New Orleans and come this way. I can definitely tell you that there was no traffic going the other direction. So there's still people out running around in whatever small town this is. I think I got FedEx up in front of me. So he runs through here a lot, so I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Or he could be a new hire and just started driving truck not that long ago. And I'm relying off of what's in front of me. Kind of give me a hint what to do. Because I'm doing this. I mean, I've been driving for 4 years, and I've never had to worry about a hurricane. Now we're 63 miles from Jackson. So it's about an hour from where I'm at. That'll put it directly in the center of where they say this thing's going to go through. The only thing I hope is that it's slow enough that it ain't catching me at the same time I'm going through there. If that happens, you guys are going to have one hell of a video. I'm just going to say. Me, on the other hand, you might hear me cuss and cry and complain because this is not going to turn into a fun thing. You already hear me complain it's windy. Wind's not to play around with in a semi. It's not. As soon as you're light, if you have a light load, you're about, that wind's going at 40 miles per hour, you shut the thing down. You hit winds about 80 miles an hour, 70. You shut your load down if you're full. I'm playing up there in those upper winds. I'm not going to say I'm not. I just know it's dark. It's really dark. And rainy. So I'll bring it back as soon as we're about 10 miles from Jackson. I think that'll be a good place to come back. Shortly after that, I'll probably finish this video. If you made this far, you enjoy this type of garbage, please hit the like and share button. Subscribe. I appreciate it. And I say thank you for watching me. I like the new way I do this. Because the other way was people weren't liking it, people were liking it. People wanted a certain way, people wanted another certain way, and I'm like, you say you like it this way or that way. How about I just talk when we go down the interstate? I use my headset, so I mean, it's already paired to my phone, which helps. My phone sits on a magnet in my window already, so I'm not fumbling around with the phone. It's DOT. right at the 10-mile mark, where I told you I'd bring you guys back. Definitely windy. That might be an understatement. It's wind. I don't know what's going on here. Construction or something? I don't know what that was. Anyways, it's definitely windy. I haven't been dealing with that much rain. Believe it or not, I had more rain back 60 miles back, and about 30 miles after that, it stopped raining. So, I mean, that did happen. Looks like it's starting to sprinkle again. Major thing I gotta say is this wind. I'll get gust of wind that'll smack me on the loop. So, I mean, we're going back up to 68 on cruise control for a little bit, and I get smacked by some of that wind, and then I'll slow back down to 65. Just be on foot, on pedal, because I don't know what it's going to throw at me. I mean, the trees are moving. That is happening. That it's moving really, really slow, which is awesome because I get out of here before it hits, which I don't think I'll have a problem with that. It's still early. I have about 2 hours and 24 minutes till I gotta stop, so about 65 miles an hour. You're gonna move now. I don't know how slow you thought you needed to go. I'm only going 65. Speed limit 70. You're just an itty bitty car, so I mean you ain't gonna go nowhere. I have 347 miles left. Jackson's International Airport right here. It looked like it rained all day here. I won't say it hasn't looked like it's poured all day. I must be just in a weird spot that's going to break, because everything's wet. Concentrating on him, make sure he wouldn't come over my lane. And sometimes four-wheelers do some crazy stuff. I wanted to be prepared for whatever he was getting ready to do. I don't know if this brings us to the side of town or where 20 goes at here. I know I've been here, say that much, but I've never been to Mississippi all the way to Dallas, so I haven't gone down 20 this way. I was confused earlier today. I thought I was 10 and 20. I got them confused in my head. That's why I kind of thought I was headed down towards Louisiana, where the hurricane is down there right now, off of 10. I mean, I've heard there's been tornadoes around Interstate 10 and all kinds of other bad weather. Here's some hair stand on the back of your head. Wasn't quite expecting that. Yeah, you'll just get little gusts of wind like that. So, I mean, 60 miles an hour now. So we're going to slow on down to 60. No need to break any laws. Considering, I'm really not in a hurry. I'm early. So, extremely early.
2 miles ahead, use the left 2 lanes to stay on I-20 West.
More than that, 2 miles ahead, I'm staying left. I didn't even know that was going on. I could have swear it just gave me a big number down there of 100 and something plus miles. So, let's take control there to the right. Oh, now you wanna come on over, buddy. You're lucky he didn't pull it out on you. I would have laughed. Considering I was going the speed limit and he wanted to get in a hurry. And now he's going 59. I think that cop scared him a little bit.
1 mile ahead, use the left 2 lanes to stay on I-20 West.
So we do go by the side of Jacksonville, or Jackson right here. That sign says, drive smart, Mississippi. Drive smart. Combs, Vicksburg. Father-in-law was talking about Vicksburg earlier. I wasn't that far yet. Downtown Jackson Fairgrounds.
0.3 miles ahead, use the left 2 lanes to stay on I-20 West.
I think all the kids are back in school now, so all the fairs are pretty much almost done with.
Use the left 2 lanes to stay on I-20 West.
I think there's a fair coming up in Nebraska City, Nebraska. So,
2.6
I know
miles
that
ahead,
one's coming
use the
up.
right 2 lanes to stay on I-20 West.
Carnival or something. I guess carnivals go on all year long. At least till it gets cold. Kind of had that in the movie, try to get the kids' attention. Drive their mom nuts. Yeah, I'm good at that. I'll do it in more than one way. I'll do it in a YouTube video and I'll do
2
it over
miles
the phone.
ahead, use the right 2 lanes to stay on I-20 West.
So, I know the kids watch my videos. So I should be home when that's going on. It's going to be a very in-depth weekend when I'm home. It's going to involve me going to the doctor. And it's going to involve my wife's family time. It's going to involve my family time. This road is really, 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 really rough. Wow. This is where Interstate right there with Illinois. Interstate. It looks like they just fixed the interstate too. That is ridiculous. There's cones down there in the grass. Now come on. If you can't fix it any better than that. I don't know what to say. Exit script, you know. I should have stayed in the middle lane to begin with. Oh, it's okay. I got figured it was gonna be fun getting through here. I don't know why the GPS ain't telling me to stay left right here. Huh. Tell me back there, but you won't say here. Yazoo City. Now that is the name of a town. I probably butchered it. That's just, I don't know. That's one name of a town. Yazoo City. Y-A-Z-O. Going towards Vicksburg. Jesus. I tell you, this road is rough. I'm still bouncing up and down. But the speed limit's gone back up to 70. And I think we're getting ready to leave town and head on down to Vicksburg. So, all I can say is it's windy and the rain stopped, but it looks like it might be coming back. I know earlier where I started today, that was probably the worst place that you didn't want to sit. That was going to get that outer band of all the harsh storms off of it. Over here look like this is like going to be light rain, so. This is what it looks like. Trying to beat the hurricane across I-20. So I think we'll get back into day driving Friday. It'll be Saturday when I put out those movies for you guys. I gotta take another break, so there won't be another video between there. So after this video, there won't be a video for a day, and then there should be a video after that the next following day. Because I won't be doing nothing. Just sitting there at whatever truck stop we stop at. That'll probably be where the video starts. It's normally where it starts, where I'm sitting. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. Hopefully you enjoyed me trying to get across I-20 as there's a hurricane coming right at me. wasn't that powerful of a hurricane, but for my first one, I mean, I know what to expect next time if I come over here off of Florida or wherever. It's going to be very rainy, very windy, and it's what it's going to be. So, unless I see something that I want to show you all, this is probably the end of the video. So, thank you for watching. Please remember to hit that like button, the subscribe button, share it to your friends, neighbors.
2 miles ahead, use the left 2 lanes to stay on I-20 West.
Anybody that wants to watch this type of garbage and me ramble. But I thank you. Bye.
Tulula, Louisiana. I know I butchered that name big time. So we did end up in Louisiana. It's raining, windy. I gotta stop for about a 30-minute break. Otherwise, I ain't gonna get the time that I need to continue to go today.